Angeles, California. Welcome to the Late Late Show. I am your host, TV's Craig Ferguson. Please sit down, relax, stop shouting, you're scaring me. There's a difference between kind of hooray and like a what? I'm only trying to be nice. It's a great day for America, everybody. Or is it? I'll tell you what I'm worried about. It's a new list came out today. Luckily enough for everybody in late night television, lists come out almost every day. But this is a real list that came out today. A list of the 50 best restaurants in the world came out today. And America's not in the top 3. Not even in the top 3. I know. They're all over in Europe. America, though, has the 4th best restaurant in the world. It's up in the Napa Valley. It's called French Laundry. That's the name of it. That's what it's called, French Laundry. That doesn't make me think of fine cuisine, French Laundry. It makes me think of dirty clothes. French people's dirty clothes. I think you know what I'm saying. Garlicky smelling dirty clothes is what I'm saying. I don't really enjoy eating in swanky restaurants anyway. I'm fine. I don't like all the attitude you get from the kind of, the restaurant thinks they're better than you. I hate that. You know that, you have a privilege to eat my delicious artistic creations. They're fish sticks. Ah, yes, but they're my fish sticks. No, pas fish sticks. Poisson du stick. I'm like most people in America. I only have one requirement for a restaurant. One requirement only. Do you have curly fries? Do you have curly fries? If you have curly fries, I'm good. If you don't, get out. I don't mind if you give your curly fries a fancy French name, the spirally pomme de terre. You can call them that. You can call them potato pubes. You can call them what you like. As long as you have the curly fry. But have the curly fry. I don't care. Because they couldn't call them curly fries, because in restaurants they always got to give everything a very fancy name. I have seen in a menu, a chicken called free-range hen with oak smoked terrine of truffles served on a helicopter of peas. I saw that. What the hell is that? Listen, I dropped out of high school, I admit, but I know that the collective noun for peas is not helicopter. It's not, is it? I don't know. I don't think it is. What's that over there? So, would you like a helicopter of peas? Yes, why not? Oh, here it comes. I like the simple things in a restaurant when the waiters bring you crayons. I like that. Even when I'm not with my son, I like the crayons. And a linen tablecloth, because they're easy to draw on. I like it. There's a lot of people in show business own their own restaurants here in Los Angeles. I wouldn't do that. A, I'm not in show business. And B, I wouldn't be interested in owning a restaurant. Ashton Kutcher owns a restaurant in LA. Would you eat in a restaurant owned by a guy from Punk'd? No. It's like going to see a neurosurgeon that used to be on Jackass. I'm not interested in that. See, when you go to a restaurant and they give people, when they give you a bad table, like if you go to a restaurant and they're being snooty and they give you a bad table, I've got a tip. Leave. This is America. There's another restaurant. And they've got curly fry. Don't stay and fight with the waiter. That's the mistake. If you're getting in trouble, just leave. Don't eat there. Do not be mean to a waiter. That is insane. You might as well order a glass of urine and some special sauce. You might as well. I have worked in a restaurant kitchen, I'm telling you. Oh, I gave that waiter a piece of my mind. Yes, and he gave you a piece of something else. I'm just trying to help you. Have you noticed that even if the waiter's being mean to you, like when it gets closer to the tip, they cheer up? Like, no, dessert, you know? I think Chinese restaurants do it right. They give you a fortune cookie before the tip that says, you are going to be fabulously wealthy. And you go, well, in that case, I'll give a big tip. I'm very... You know, you got to be careful if you're going taking a date to a restaurant. I've got to be very careful with that, especially when I'm very hungry. Because I eat like a lion going after a zebra. I'm not... It's not pretty. You don't want it. I can... And I take it to the corner and shake it. Make sure it's dead. I won't share with anyone else. It's tough. But if you're watching how someone else behaves in a restaurant, if you're on a date, it's good indication of how they are. It tells you a lot about them. If your date is rude to the waiting staff, forget it. If your date is nice to the waiting staff and rude to you, that's even worse. That's not. If your date goes home with the waiting staff, that's a deal breaker. That's where I draw the line. No, I will not tolerate that. I have my limits. Anyway, the restaurants in Los Angeles, but I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods, but and the restaurants are getting much fancier and overpriced, which is just another word for fancier. In London yesterday, this is true, a chef unveiled the world's most expensive sandwich. This sandwich has mayonnaise made from foie gras and black truffle. It's got Kobe beef, and it's got something called brie de mieux. That's what it's called. It's a cheese called brie de mieux, which is French, I think, for brie de mieux, bride of the cat, I think it's called. Yeah, that's French. Brie de mieux. It's like we've got the laughing cow, they've got the bride of the cat. It's the same thing. Yeah, sure. Anyway, this cheese, brie de mieux, it's got all these fancy ingredients in this sandwich. This sandwich costs $140 for a sandwich in Britain. I would never pay that for it. The most I've ever paid for a meal was 90 cents for a fish taco in Tijuana. 90 cents for the taco, 20 grand for the medical bill when I paid. Good times. Think twice about eating that stuff without insurance, I tell you. But I don't think of, when Britain have got this expensive sandwich, I don't think of England when I hear gourmet food. England.